This is the Compass Minerals Core Questions alongside Allie Trost Martin, a familiar face again here in Kansas City. Allie, to start things off, you working with CBS, what is the funniest moment that's happened on air?
So I was on Morning Footy, which is a very fun show to be a part of. And we somehow got on the topic of my fish that I had growing up that I accidentally overfed and as a result killed within 5 days of having the fish. I was 11 years old,
Ooh,
maybe too young for the responsibility, but this somehow got brought up on the show and like everyone was dying laughing. Show goes on. At the very end, they surprise me by putting up a graphic, which is just like a eulogy graphic of
no
baby
way.
fish Pablo to like very sad music. And we all just completely lost it. I mean, R.I.P. Pablo, not to disrespect the name, but it was honestly hilarious. I've never laughed so hard or been so just like caught off guard, but it was hilarious.
We'll throw it back a little bit. What's the best moment that you remember, or best goal that you remember with Sporting Kansas City?
Ooh, there's like a lot of ways that you can constitute what a best goal is. I have two that come to mind, but the one I'm going to pick was a goal that had massive implications on the line at the time. And I also just loved it for kind of the nerdy side of the game, the statistics that went into it. Sporting Kansas City had a passing buildup of, I want to say, like something crazy, like upwards of 40 passes on the road at Seattle at the very end of the 2021 season. They're towards the top of the Western Conference. It's like a battle between them and the Seattle Sounders. They're on the road at Seattle, and Johnny Russell scores the game-winning goal. I think the match finished 2-1, and it was October, so like, the season is winding down, and that was just one coolest atmospheres I've ever been a part of. The stakes were high. The season was, the conference standings were super close, and just like the build up to the goal was beautiful. I believe it was like Elie to Roger to Johnny. It was amazing. And just to be there, a part of that and see it in person, unreal. So that was probably one of the best goals. Like it was the best soccer, like just being played to build up to it. And then Johnny Russell just being clutch. Also, Roger Espinoza at Montreal, the half field shot, like I don't, that was crazy. That was just crazy. I think that goal, I mean, it was July, so the season, I don't remember the current state of things at that point. That was 2022. I think we missed out on the playoffs that year, but yeah, those are two that like come to mind immediately.
It's good picks. Those are some good picks. Okay, what do you find yourself missing most about Kansas City when you're gone for extended periods of time?
Oh, that's such a good question. I mean, so many things. I definitely miss when going to Sporting KC games. I get to go to my first one this season very soon. But every time I see the stadium on broadcast, like watching, I have such big FOMO. I loved nothing more than an SKC game day at CMP, the best. I miss the barbecue a ton. And I have to say, I loved going on walks downtown when I lived there. So going on walks at the World War I Memorial, up to the Kauffman Center. Like those are things that I really miss a lot. And then just the people too. I mean, the people up here are honestly great, but Kansas City, I will consider my home because it is just one of the best places. So I miss everything about Kansas City.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Allie. That is Allie Trost Martin here on the Compass Minerals Core Questions.